Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Hoyne, where I will be fighting a 150-point kill team battle between my Deathwatch and Harris's Orks. So the story that we've got going on here is that an orc, Big Mek, had set up shop on this planet and was creating all sorts of abominations against the Emperor that were being sent out to attack the loyal servants of the Emperor. And he had set up shop here and made this his realm, and the Deathwatch were sent in to go take him out and make sure he didn't create any more of his creations that were plaguing the planet and wreaking havoc against the Imperial defenders here. So that's the story that we got going on. The mission we're going to be playing is just kind of a basic kill mission, so that each of our leaders is going to be worth 1 point, or it was worth 3 points. Each of our specialists is going to be worth 1 point. And my opponent has a commander. I don't have a commander. My commanders are really expensive. So his commander is going to be worth, if I kill him, he's worth D3 points to me. But if he survives, he's worth D3 points to my opponent. Because the way we're playing it is that he's still... We've seen the abominations that have been coming here. We assume that this is the guy, but we're unsure really about his true tactical... if there's maybe a bigger mech, or what kind of like tactical importance he plays in the greater Wa here. So we're going to let the dice decide on that one. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two kill teams that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Deathwatch, my kill team will consist of, from left to right, my leader, who is a watch sergeant with a Xeno phase blade and a bolter. We then have a zealot specialist, which is a vanguard veteran with a jump pack and lightning claws. I've got a black shield with a power sword as my combat specialist. I've got a Terminator gunner with an assault cannon as my heavy specialist, and I have 4 veterans with bolters. The Orc kill team will consist of a commander, who is a Big Mek. We've got a leader, Grot. We've got a Burner Boy demolitions expert. We've got a comm specialist, which is a Luda Spanna. And we have a boss snob with a big choppa as the combat specialist. We then have 2 Ludas, 2 commandos, 2 boys with rocket launchers. We've got 7 Grots and 2 ammo runts. All right, so those are the kill teams going over deployment here. I've got my regular vet there, another regular vet next to him. I've got my Vanguard vet behind him over here. I've got my Terminator over here. I've got 2 more regular vets in front. I've got my Black Shield, and I've got my Sergeant back over here. Over here, we got a whole lot of greenskins. So we've got his combat specialist. We've got the 2 commandos. We've got the demolitions expert. We've got the 2 other... We've got the one Luda back here, a whole bunch of Grots over here. We've got his leader included in that mishmash back over there. We've got the Luda Spanna, and we've got the boys with the rocket launches over there. Good to point out there, this mat that we're playing on here, is actually from Table War. It's they've got their kill team size mats, which is pretty awesome. It's the same material as their other mats, so they're the play mats there with really cool designs on them. I picked this one up at Nova. This is the one-sided at the con. They have the one-sided mats, which is pretty cool, but they sell online. You can buy them. They have the double-sided mats, which are pretty cool. It's the right size for kill team, which is great. A little bit of option, and it's the neoprene, which is always really nice to play on. So anyway, so that is the deployment. We will now roll off to see who will have initiative going into turn 1.
3.
Bone rise 3. I roll a 9, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. Everybody just moved up, except for my Vanguard vet who advanced and rolled a 1 on his advance. So, womp womp, there we go. That's where he goes. He has the jump back, so he really moved, but just not quite as far as I'd hoped. So that's where he's going to end up there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Deathwatch here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Orks on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Orks. His combat specialist and the Grot over here advanced. His Grot over here advanced. This commando and the Grot there advanced. The leader and the Big Mek advanced behind this pillar over here. The Grots all kind of moved around. This Luda, this boy with the rockets, this Spanna, and this Luda all readied themselves. The Grots all moved around them. He advanced up on top over here. his Commando advanced over here, and his Burna advanced over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, to start off the shooting phase, his loot over here is going to fire into my Terminator. He is within half range, but he is obscured, so he's -1 to hit. But his comm specialist is going to give him the +1 to hit over here. Right, so looking for a 5.
Shots.
Oh, D3 shots. Sorry, one shot. This is going to be looking. He's going to spend a command point to. I don't know if you can. Oh. 1 second. Yeah, the technical reroll, you can't actually reroll the number of shots here, so he's going to have his 1 shot here. This is going to be hitting on a 5. No hit. All right, the ammo run is going to let him reroll that into a hit. There you go. Strength
7 into 4, so he needs 3.
So looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound.
-1. Oh.
All right, AP -1, so it's going to be a 3-up save. Yeah, he's good. Woo! All right, so now my opponent is going to spend 1 CP on Daka, allowing him to shoot again. So the number of shots, that's
3.
much better.
Way better.
Hitting on 5s. Getting 1 hit.
I'll take it. 3.
Oop. That is going to be a wound. So looking for a 3-up save. Yeah, he good with a 5. All right, so now his other Luda here is going to fire into my dude bro over here. So he's going to have D3 shots. He's going to have 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 6s because he's obscured and does not have the benefit.
Bad moons.
Rerolling 1 because he's bad moons.
Nope.
That's going to be a hit.
All right.
All right, so now his boy with the rocket launcher is going to fire into my Terminator over here. He's more than 6 inches and obscured, but you always hit on 6s anyway. So here we go. That is not going to be a hit with a 5. And then his Luda Span over here with the big shooter is going to fire into my Black Templar. So he's going to have, is it 3 shots with it?
3.
Yeah, 3 shots with the big shooter. These are going to be more, what's the range again on that?
This is 36 inches.
36 inches. He's further back, so he's going to be 6s to hit.
Either way, yeah.
Either which way. No hits. All right, so now my dude bro over here is going to start us in the regular shooting phase, shooting into his Burna. It's going to be 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he is obscured. That is going to be 1 hit. Looking for a 2 to wound because of Hellfire rounds.
Yep.
That is a wound. 6-up save.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, and he makes it. All right, so now his Burna Boy is going to fire into my leader over here, but he's going to use Pyromaniac, which means he gets D6 shots instead of D3 shots. So getting 5 shots, which he will now distribute between these guys here. All right, so he's going to have 2 hits onto my leader. He's going to have 2 hits onto my Black Templar over here, and he's going to have 1 hit onto my Blood Angel over here. So we're going to do the 2 onto the leader. So it's, what is it? Strength what?
Strength 4.
Strength 4.
Demolitions and you're obscured.
Oh, he's demolitions and he's obscured, so looking for 3s.
Yep. That's
Getting 2 wounds. AP nothing. So looking for 3-up saves. Yeah, he's good.
Black Templar.
And now the 2 onto the Black Templar here. That's going to be 1. Ooh, but not a save. So I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a save. And then the 1 onto the Blood Angel over here.
That's a wound.
That is a wound. And he's good with that fell face. Woo! And now my leader is going to fire into his boy up there with the rocket. So he is more than half range and he is obscured. So I'm going to be hitting on a 5. No hit.
They're killing you.
All right, so now his dude bro up here is going to fire into my Black Templar with his rocket. It is an assault weapon, and so he's -1 to hit, but he's also, because he advanced, he's also -1 to hit because he's more than half range. Always hitting on 6s.
That's the important thing.
No hit. All right, so now my Terminator over here is going to fire into these guys. He's going to put 4 shots into his combat specialist, 2 shots into the grot. He is the heavy specialist, so he ignores the penalty for moving with the heavy weapon, but he is obscured. So these 2 shots are going to be hitting on 4s onto the grot. Getting 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That is a wound. AP -1? None. So that grot is dead. There's this thing called an injury roll, of course. -1 because he's within range of the obscurement of the cover there. With that 5, though, he is out. And now the 4 shots into his combat specialist here. Again, hitting on 4s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1. Let's go straight through. So it's 1 damage, so 1 injury roll. Need a 5. No, takes a flesh wound. All right, so then my veteran over here is going to fire into his combat specialist. 2 shots, rapid fire, -1 to hit because of obscurement. That's going to be 1 hit. Wounded on 2 because of Hellfire rounds. That's a wound.
Save it on 6.
Save it on a 6. No. So now we have the injury roll +1, -1. So looking for a straight up. Not a 2.
Yeah, you do.
And now my Space Wolf over here is going to do the same thing into him over there. That's going to be 1 hit. Wound on a 2. That's a wound. 6 up, regular save. No, that's going to go through. +2, -1. And that 3 is going to be enough. Oh, finally. All right, so now my veteran over here is going to fire into his commando.
-2.
-2. Oh, because the obscurement and commandos get -2 to hit. So these are going to be looking for a 5 to hit. Ooh, getting 2 hits though. He don't care. Here we go, looking for 2s to wound. That is 2 wounds. 2 6-up saves. Makes 1, fails 1. Does he only have 1 wound? He's only got 1 wound, so injury roll. On a 4 becomes a 3, so he is going to take a flesh wound. And now my Black Shield's going to fire into his Burna Boy there. -1 to hit because of obscurement, so looking for 4s. That's going to be 1 hit. Wounded on a 2. That is a wound. 6-up save. No, it's going to go through. Injury roll. 3 will take a flesh wound. All right, so that is going to be it for the shooting phase. There is no fight phase, so on to the morale phase. Burna Boy here got a flesh wound, and there are 2 guys out of action right now, so 2 + 6. He is going to be nervous. And then his commando over here, what's his leadership?
Also 6.
Also 6, so +2, -1. He's good to go. Yeah, he is good to go. So that is going to be it for the turn here. We will now roll off to see who will have initiative going into turn 2. 8 to my 9. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. He moved up over here. This other veteran moved up over here. Terminator moved up over there. Leader moved up over here. These 2 guys both moved up over this way. And now we're going to have a couple assaults. So we're going to start with my Vanguard veteran, who's going to charge into both the Commando and the Burna Boy. Burna Boy can't do anything because he is shaken.
Stick bomb.
Stick bomb from this guy, though. He's
4
going to get
shots.
4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Ooh, getting 2 hits.
5s.
Strength. Looking
Strength
for
3.
5. Strength 3, so looking for 5s to wound. No wounds there. So his charge distance. 7, he's in.
Oh,
And now my Black Shield here is going to charge into his demolitions expert over there. No Overwatch there. 6 inches should get him in. All right, so movement phase for the Orks here on turn 2. This guy readied up here. The ammo runt advanced up beside him. These guys all back here all readied themselves, getting ready to shoot at me. Now we're going to have a couple charges to go on. So we're going to start over here with the Commando. Who is he charging into?
I'm actually going to start with the Grot.
Oh, actually going to start with the Grot. Oh, fair enough. Charging into my Heavy over there. So he's going to be looking for 6s with his assault cannon. Not getting anything. Oh, I needed better than that. Come on, buddy. All right, here comes his charge. Oh, look, he's in. And now this Grot over here is going to charge into my Howling Griffin. Not going to get any hits there. His charge distance, not going to make it on a 2.
He will.
And now the Commando is going to charge into the Terminator and into my Dubra over here. So he's going to fire Overwatch. Getting a hit. Wounded on 2. That's a wound. Whoa, that fell off the side. No save there.
6.
And roll a 1. So that means that he has got another flesh wound and his charge distance is in. All right, starting off the shooting phase, his Luda is going to fire into my leader over here. He's within half range, and he's going to get the +1 to hit from the comm specialist, so D3 shots. One shot. This is going to be hitting on a 5 because he's obscured. That's going to hit, though.
Wound on a 3.
Wound on a 3. That's a wound.
-1.
AP -1, so looking for a 4-up save. Makes it with a 5. All right, for 1 CP, he's going to use Daka. So here comes D3 shots, getting 2 shots this time.
Twice the fun.
Hitting on 5s, but
Rerolling the 1.
Rerolling the 1 because of bad moons.
Nope.
No hits. And now his other Luda is going to shoot into my leader as well. He is within half range, but obscured, so looking for a 6 to hit.
I don't
but it's
know why I
going to
even
be
measured.
D3 shots.
3
That's
shots.
going to be 3 shots. There you go. Now needing 6s. Not getting anything, but reroll that 1 because
for
of bad
moon
moons.
and the 4 for
And
the
he's
ammo
gonna
run.
use ammo run on another one, so he's going to do 2 rerolls here. No hits. I almost took away one of the hits there for my opponent. I didn't realize there was a 6 in there. I made him feel like he was going crazy. There we go. I was the one that was crazy. 3 to wound? No wound. Okay.
I'll CP that.
You're gonna spend the CP to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see if I can't kill your leader with the one shot.
With the one shot. Hey, that is a wound. AP -1, so looking for that 4 up. Serve! Yeah, with that 5! All right, so now his rocket boy up here is going to fire into my leader. So he's looking for a 6 to hit again. Ooh, he gets that hit. That's how you do that. Looking for a 2 to wound. That is a wound.
AP -2.
AP -2, so looking for a 5 up serve. Yeah, with the fill face. Woo!
Yeah.
And his other rocket boy is going to fire into my leader too. Apparently he doesn't like my leader. Who knew? Oh, that's a hit. That's what he needs. That is another wound. Come on, baby. 5 up save. You've done it once. You could do it twice. No, I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that because I don't want my leader to die. Yeah, with the 5. And now his Ludaspana with the big shooter is going to fire into my veteran over here. So he's going to have 3 shots. That is going to be 2 hits. That's how you do that. That is going to be maybe 1 second. Yeah, that's going to be wounds at strength 5, so that's 2 wounds. Looking for 3 up saves. Making them both.
I'm scared.
All right, so we have 4 Grots now that all readied as well that have range and line of sight on these guys. So it's going to be these 2 onto my Blood Angel, these 2 onto my Black Templar. So we'll start with these 2 onto my Blood Angel.
6s.
6s to hit. Nope, no hits there. And onto the Black Templar. No, 1 hit there.
5.
Strength, looking for a 5 to wound. No wound. All right, so now my Blood Angel here is going to fire into his dude bro up there. I'm going to have 2 shots. He is obscure, but within half range, so it's going to be hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit, wounding on a 2 because of Hellfire rounds. No wound there. All right, second verse, same as the first. Right into that guy up there. Getting no hits this time. My leader is going to fire into his rocket boy over there, looking for a 5. Ooh, that is a hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound with a fill face. 6 up save. Off the board. No save there. Injury roll. On a 3 takes a flesh wound. And now my dude bro over here is going to do the same thing. Again, looking for 5. That's a hit with a fill face. Whoa. 2 to wound. That's a wound with a fill face. That's not a save with a 1. Injury roll +1 is still a flesh wound. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the fight phase, my Vanguard veteran over here is going to start us off. He's got his 2 attacks base, +1 for being a zealot, +1 for having a pair of lightning claws. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. That is going to be all hits. These are going to be strength +1 because he's zealot and he charged. So looking for 3s to wound, re-rolling because of lightning claws. Re-rolling because of them lightning claws. All right.
Go into your injury roll.
Oh yeah, that's forgot. They got the AP -1. Just one of them would have done it. So the injury roll. I'm gonna spend a CP to re-roll that into a 5, and he's out of action. All right, so now his commando is gonna attack into my veteran over here. He's gonna be hitting on 5s because he's got those 2 flesh wounds. Getting 1, wounding on a 4. No wound. All right, so now my combat specialist over here, Black Shield, is going to attack. He's got 3 attacks base, +1 for being a combat specialist. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. Ooh, getting 3 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds, AP -3, so that's going to go through. +1 to the injury roll because he's already got an injury, a flesh wound. Oh, that's going to be another flesh wound. And now his Grot over here gets to attack into my Terminator.
5 and 6.
5 to hit.
Nope.
No hit there. And now my Terminator is going to attack into his Grot. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. No hits. Adds up to 4. Does not matter. And now my veteran over here is going to attack. 2 attacks. That's going to be 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. Whoa, where'd it go? That is a wound with a 5. T-shirt save. Nope. No, that's going to go through. So +2 to this. Oh, thank God for the +2. All right, so that's the end of the fight phase. So we're going to now go into the morale phase. So we're going to start over here with his Burner Boy. He's got 4 guys out, so he's looking for a 1.
Nope.
Does not get it, so he's still shaking. Who else? Well, we got this guy over here. He lost. There's 4 guys out. 4 plus 7 is good because he's got a bunch of friends around him, patting him on the back, saying it'll be okay. Just live, laugh, love, eat, pray, love, all those things. He's good to go. Keep on going. There's more where that came from. Okay. So that's going to be it then for turn 2. So now we will roll off to see who will have the initiative in turn 3.
I got snake eyes.
And I got double 5s. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 3. That's the word.
3.
All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. This guy moved up. He moved up, as did my leader. These 2 guys moved up over here. He stayed in combat with that grot because he has to. He stayed in combat with his burner boy because he wants to. And, and now this guy is going to charge into his dude bro up over here. Both of those guys up there. So we're going to go Overwatch from the boy. Is not going to hit. So his charge distance, he needs a 6-inch charge. Makes it with a 7. All right, movement phase for the Orks. They ain't moving. Whoever's in combat is going to stay in combat, and whoever is not in combat is going to ready themselves. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start it off here. The Luda into my leader. He's -1 to hit because of obscurement, +1 because of the comm specialist. So D3 shots. He's going to get those 2 shots this time. Here we go, looking for 5s. No hits. Ammo runt. Get to reroll one of those. No. Going to spend 1 CP for Daka Daka Daka.
3 shots.
Oh, 3 shots this time. 5s to hit. Ooh, getting 2 hits. That's how you do it. Here we go. 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds.
2 4-up.
2 4-up saves. Come on, do it. You've been doing good so far. Oh no, I failed 1. I'm spend a CP to re-roll that. No, back into a 1. Oh no, injury roll.
2 damage.
2 damage on these? Oh no. Oh, he's
dead.
out. All right, so now his Big Mek over here is going to shoot his custom Mega Slugga into my dude bro over here. Orcs do not have a safety switch, so it's going to be a supercharge. He's going to be hitting on a 6 because he is obscured. Oh, man. Oh, no hit, but no exploding there. So, you know, we'll take it. All right, the 2 grots here are going to fire into this guy as well. That's going to be 1 hit? No hits. They're 4s to hit. Okay. And now this grot's going to fire into him. Need a 5 because he's obscured. No. This grot up front here is going to fire into my Space Wolf bro. Oop, no hit there. That is not going to be hit. These 2 grots are going to fire into my Blood Angel bro there. Getting 1 hit. Getting no wound. So now his Luda here is going to fire into my Blood Angel bro. He's going to get 1 shot here. 1 is rerolled because of being there. Nope, not into 1. And now the Big Mek's going to fire into my Blood Angel bro.
Or not Big Mek, but Spanna.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Luda Spanna. So no hits there. And the Rocket Boy is going to fire over here. Rocket Boy. Ooh, that's a hit with a 6.
Needing a 2.
Needs a 2 to wound. That's a wound. AP -2.
Yep.
Looking for a 5-up save. Yeah, with the 5. Woo!
Rip.
All right, so now into the regular part of the shooting phase because those were all readied guys. So he is going to start us off by firing into his leader over there. 2 shots, not obscured, within half range, so looking for 3s. All right, that's going to be 2 wounds. They're toughness 2, right? So I'm going to do the +1 AP for this one. That's going to be 2 at AP -1, so he is going to go right through there. Injury roll. On a 6, he's out. All right, so now my dude bro over here, my Space Wolf, is going to fire into Rocket Boy. 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he's obscured. No hits. All right, my Black Templar is going to fire into Rocket Boy. And now my Blood Angel bro is going to shoot into Rocket Boy, again on 4s. All right, so he remembered to actually pack some ammo. 2s to wound. That's a wound. 6 up save. No, that's going to go through. +2 on this one. And he's out. All right, so into the fight phase, we're going to have my Vanguard Veteran, the Zealot, is going to attack into the grot. And 1 attack into the grot, 3 attacks into his boy there. So we're going to do the 1 attack into the grot on a 3. That's a hit. Wounded on a 2. That's a wound. AP -2 is going to go straight through.
Oh,
that was the 6. Oh, no. Injury roll. On a 3 takes a flesh
That's what
wound.
the 6 was for.
Alrighty there. And then we got the 3 attacks into the boy. That is going to be 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s because of +1 for Zealot. Let's reroll that 2. So that's going to be 2. Oh, that's right, because he's going to go straight through. And on that 3 is going to be another flesh wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that one. Alright, so then on to the regular fight phase. This guy is going to go. He's going to get 2 hits. 1 wound. Injury roll +2. Oh, 4, he's out. And now his Grot is going to attack into my Terminator over here.
Miss.
Not get the hit. And now my Terminator is going to try to return the favor over here. Oh, he does get a hit. Squishing on a 2. That is a wound. D3 damage. 2 damage. 2 injury rolls. There on that 6, he's out. All right, so now the boy's going to attack into my Vanguard vet over there.
4s.
Hitting on 4s because he's -1. That's 1 hit. 4s to wound. That is a wound.
Yep.
3 up armor save. He's good. And the Grot. Not a hit. Alrighty then, that is going to be it for the fight phase here. We are going into the morale phase. My opponent has 8 guys out of action right now and 2 guys with flesh wounds, which means that he has to roll for a break test. What's his leadership?
7.
7 is his highest leadership right now. Ooh, and he makes it with that 6. That's how you do that. So we do have 2 nerve tests to take anyway, though. So we're gonna do it on the boy first.
Nope.
Ooh, he is going to be shaken, and into the Grot. The Grot
shaken.
is still shaking because he needs the 1
Their
because
lead
there's 8 guys out there. Yeah, their leadership 4. Okay, yeah. So he was going to have a hard time even from the get-go. All right, so that is going to be it for turn 3. So we will now roll off to see who will have initiative going into turn 4 now. All right, an 8 to an 8. Okay, re-roll. I got a 7 to a 7. Wow, what are we doing?
4.
Okay, to my 8. So it will be Deathwatch's turn here with the initiative going into turn 4. All right, so movement phase for the Deathwatch. Everybody's going to ready except for the guy who's in combat is going to stay there, and my combat specialist who is going to charge. So here comes his Overwatch from the Luda. Gonna get 3 shots here, looking for 6s. Ooh, getting 1 6. Reroll that 1 because of being a dude, bro. What is that? Bad Moons. That's the one I'm looking for. Bad Moons. That's the one I'm looking for.
A drop die.
Yep.
Even though it was a 6.
We're still 5 is still going to be a wound.
4 up save.
4 up armor save. That's good. So now I need a 7-inch charge to get in. Oh, I do not. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll it though. Oh, still not good enough. And then into the Orc movement phase. Everybody's readying. So everybody readying. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So anyway, so now we are going to move on to the shooting phase. All right. So starting off the shooting phase, my Terminator bro is going to fire. He's going to put 4 shots into the Luda, 1 into each of the Grots. So we're going to do the closest Grot over here first. That's not a hit. Into the second Grot. That is a hit. That is not a wound, though. Oh, boy. Let me hope that I got all of my bad rolls out here. Because now 4 shots into the Luda over there. Okay. Getting, I mean, not great. Needing 3s to wound. All right. 1 wound. AP -1 goes straight through. So here comes the injury roll. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Ah, on a 4. I think he's out, right? Because he's not within an inch. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And now his Luda is going to try to give me pain right back over here. So he's going to have
4s.
He's hitting on 4s here because he's getting +1 from him. He's not obscured and he's within half range. So here we go. 4s. D3. Oh, and 3 shots. He's real bad that his Luda bro is killed over there. Oh, getting 1 hit.
1 for the run.
Reroll 1 because of the ammo run. Getting into 2 hits. Strength 7 into 4, so 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 3-ups.
2 3-up saves because it's AP -1. Oh, I failed 1. What's the damage on that?
2.
2 damage. Oh no. So here we go.
And he's dead.
And he's dead. All right, so now my Howling Griffin's going to shoot into his Big Mek. 2 shots hitting on 4s because he's obscured. That's going to be 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That is a wound. AP nothing. So 4 up save. Oh wait, yeah, AP nothing. So he's good. All right, so now his Ludus Spanna with the big shoot is going to shoot into my combat specialist over there. 5s to hit. That's going to be 1 hit. Reroll that 1 because of bad moons. Ooh, into 2 hits. 3s to wound. No, no wounds. All right, so now my wolf bro here is going to shoot into his Big Mek over there within half range, but obscured, so 4s to hit. Getting 1 hit. Wound on a 2. That is a wound. 4 up armor save. No, goes through. That's 1 wound. Grot's shooting into my combat specialist over here. That's not a hit. Oh, yeah, and he doesn't get culture. All right, so now my Black Templar is going to shoot into his Big Mek. Getting 1 hit. Getting a wound. 4 up save. He's good. Grot into my combat specialist. Ooh, that's a hit. No wound. And then my Blood Angel is going to do the same thing. That's going to be 1 hit. That's a wound. That's not a save. All right, so now the Big Mek is going to fire into my combat specialist over here. -1 to hit because of that, so he's hitting on a 6, but he might blow himself up. Oh, no, nothing. And the last 2 Grots are just going to shoot anyway because they can on 5s. Getting 1 hit. Getting 1 wound. But a save with a fell first. All right, so into the fight phase. My opponent is going to start us off at the beginning of the fight phase by throwing a Gnasher Squig at me over here. So he pulls it out, throws it at me. On a 4-up, I take a mortal wound. No mortal wound. All right, so then into the rest of the fight phase, my guy's going to start us off here. He's going to put 1 attack into the Grot and 2 attacks into the boy. So the 1 attack into the Grot. That's a hit. That is a wound. It's going to go straight through. And that is out of action. And then the 2 attacks into the boy. That is 1 hit. Oh boy, that is a wound. That's going to go straight through his armor save there. +1, and he is out of action as well. So, alrighty, so that is the end of the fight phase. So into the morale phase. He does have to take a break test. On a 7 is exactly what he needed for his guy. Oh man, oh boy. So here we go. And he doesn't have any more flesh wounded guys. I finally cleared them all away. So, here's what it comes down to.
Been rolling 1s and 2s all game.
We're now going to roll to see if the game ends on turn 4. If it does, his Big Mek is alive with 2 wounds left.
Goes out the escape hatch.
He's killed my leader for 3 points and 1 of my specialists for 1 point. I've killed his leader for 3 points and 2 of his specialists for 1 point. On a 1 or a 2, this game ends, and my opponent will have a 33% chance of tying and a 2/3 chance of winning. So here we go. Roll that die. Oh no, it's over! All right, so now D3 victory points. If we can do that again, we tie. Oh no, with the 2 points, he wins. That is a victory despite the bodies that all hit the floor. That is a victory for the Orks. Oh, so good. That was such a good game. Oh, man. I just got, like, stuck into it with the people I wanted to get stuck in with. I was shooting with the people I wanted to shoot with, except for that one turn when I had to, like, punch a Grot in the face twice. And just, like, oh, so much fun. So cool. And, like, at the end, I would imagine what happens is as the noose tightened around the Ork forces here, the Big Mek, the Orks looked up and the Big Mek pressed a button and just teleported away, leaving them there to be slaughtered by the Deathwatch. But it turns out that he was supremely important to this Wa. He was the guy that we were looking for, but now he's disappeared, and we're gonna have to hunt him down once again because the Xenos hunters do not give up that easily. We'll slaughter the rest of these greenskins here and then move on to go hunt down that Big Mek. Oh man, oh, that was so cool. That was so much fun. Because I feel like if it went one more turn, I was probably going to slaughter a whole lot of guys, and it probably was. He was going to pile everyone around the Mek and just like try to hold out there. Yeah. But it was probably going to. I mean, it was certainly tilting my way if it went on to another game. So it needed to end right there and give my opponent the 33% chance. Oh, so good, so good. Oh, so much fun. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I obviously very certainly did. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Harris, and until next time, have fun.